What's good, yo? It's man Maze from KixandtheCity.com. Welcoming everyone to this September back to school episode of the KATC Sneaker Spot, aka the Stockroom. Now we have a record number of brands in the show, so I have to get into it. But do remember, you can follow us on Twitter at KixandtheCity. You can follow me personally on Twitter at MazeOneer. That's M-A-Z-E, the number 1-E-R. And you can friend us on Facebook at Facebook.com/KixandtheCity. So like I said, you have a record number of brands in this show. So we're going to be taking a look at a select few releases dropping during the month of September from Adidas, Puma, Converse, Nike Sportswear, and Jordan Brand. So let's kick it off by taking a look at what's dropping from Adidas. Now this month's styles are straight from Adidas basketball. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, this is back to school. So that means that we're also back to playing hoops. So this is more for all of my hoopers out there looking to gear up for the season coming up. So a couple of months back, we took a look at the Adidas Crazy Light. So what Adidas is doing this month for back to school, back to court, Adidas is dropping their team colorways of the Adidas Crazy Light to link up, with your uniform for your squad. So you're gonna have a bunch of different colorways, starting off right here with the white and navy colorway. So all white upper with navy hits and the 3 stripes in the outsole. The white and royal blue colorway, same thing, all white upper, blue hits in the 3 stripes, blue hits in the outsole, and some lining right here, done in royal. And the white red colorway. So white upper, red 3 stripes, red outsole, red lining. And just as a refresher, we went over these for the Derrick Rose flavor, but same deal here. Sprint web in the upper, making it extra light. Has the sprint frame in the midsole, which is a one-piece midsole to upper construction, so there isn't any extra materials or extra movement going on, and that radial tire-like outsole. All right, so the Adidas Crazy Light dropping in team colors in September. You can find them at retail now. Adidas is also introducing the Adidas Adi Ghost. Now the Adi Ghost is the newest iteration of the Adidas Infiltrate. Now the Infiltrate was traditionally Josh Smith's sneaker, and a bunch of different Adidas athletes rocked it. So the same athletes that rock the Infiltrate, like Josh Smith and other Adidas athletes, are going to be rocking the Adizero Ghost. And the Adizero Ghost builds on the Crazy Light, and it also features some of the same type technology. So it has a sprint web upper combined with air mesh. So again, it's very light, one-piece welded technology. It has Adi torsion in it, so it provides that torsional rigidity. So when you're cutting or when you're slashing, there's that support there that doesn't make you roll over. It has that torsion bar. EVA midsole, foam midsole, so it has that cushioning, despite the fact that it's light, and it weighs in at 12.2 ounces. So it's a little heavier than the Crazy Light, so it's more for your heavier player, like maybe your heavy 2 or 3 or 4, but it's also very light, very supportive. So we got the black red colorway. We have the black and green colorway. And we have the aluminum and neon green colorway. Dropping now, so you can catch these at Dick's Sporting Goods exclusive. So you can catch these at Dick's Sporting Goods. Dropping now, the Adidas Adizero Ghost. Now let's take a look at what's dropping from Puma during the month of September. Now Puma is continuing what we've seen so far from them, which is their more casual, fall flavored styles this month. And we're going to start off right here with the Puma Second Round. Now the Puma Second Round is actually a very interesting story. Last month I showed you all the Sky High 2, which was a flip of the classic Puma Sky High. And this month the Puma Second Round is a flip on the classic Puma First Round. So the Puma First Round was a throwback basketball performance sneaker that Puma put out back in the 80s. So the Puma Second Round takes that overall look and feel and the heritage of the Puma from the Puma First Round and brings it into a more casual, lifestyle, street-based sneaker. So like I said, it has that overall look of the Puma First Round, which was a very high top style, but also very slim style. And then what they've done is they've added a little bit more to the top, and they've made it extra padded here, for your jeans to fall over. They've added a more exaggerated tongue, so it's a bigger tongue. And most obviously, they've added that vulcanized outsole, which, is very street, casual, specific right now, very hot in the streets. So they've gotten rid of that performance basketball sole unit and threw in that street sole unit. So this is the all red and gray colorway, kind of like an Ultraman flavor. Smooth red leather, perforated red leather, gray midsole, Puma second round. Puma's also dropping a new flavor of their Clyde Script. I showed you the Clyde Script in a couple of colorways so far this summer, this fall. This is the stone colorway. So it has stone suede upper with an olive leather form stripe, olive laces, olive accents sitting on a white sole. Puma Clyde Script has that Puma Clyde Script gold foil hit right there. And the Hawthorne suede. So now the Hawthorne suede is very casual, something you probably wear with like some cargo pants or whatnot, some jeans. And it's their take, Puma's take on the chukka boot. So it's a chukka boot combined with a sneaker, combined with a boat shoe type look. And it comes off actually very nice. So this is that butter soft wheat suede upper, the white midsole. Like I said, it has all those, you know, looks combined of the chukka boot, the boat shoe. So it has that boat shoe type toe, has the overall chukka boot flavor with the mid-top height. So it's a Puma Hawthorne suede dropping this month at select Puma accounts. Now let's take a look at what's dropping from Converse this month. Now Converse has a very special sneaker dropping this month. Last month I showed y'all the Dr. J OGs that dropped for the first time since Dr. J rocked them on the court. And this month they're taking that Dr. J silhouette, the pro leather, and they're taking it all the way ultra premium off the court. So it becomes a more of a casual lifestyle sneaker with that same Dr. J unmistakable heritage. So this is the Horween leather Dr. J Pro leather from Converse. Now the Horween leather Dr. J Pro leather features Horween leather, which is extremely ultra premium leather directly sourced from the tannery in Chicago. So this is real deal Horween leather, extremely premium, very soft, very buttery. Done in black with burgundy hits, very subtle burgundy hits right here in the lining, behind the tongue, on the heel tab, sitting on that off-white midsole, outsole. So these, again, like I mentioned a couple months ago, part of the first string series. So you can catch these at Converse first string accounts. You'll probably be able to catch them at House of Hoops locations as well. There's another colorway that's dropping. It's a flip of this, so it's burgundy with black accents. Same thing, Horween leather, ultra premium, exclusive and limited as well, and dropping at select Converse accounts in September. So you can catch these later this month. So that's a Dr. J Pro Leather Horween leather pack. Now let's take a look at what's dropping from Nike Sportswear in September. So Nike Sportswear, the big thing for Nike Sportswear, and again, this is just a taste of what's coming out. They obviously have a bunch of things coming out. Nike Sportswear, the big story for them is transitioning from the summer to the fall and into the winter. So they're setting that tone now. So what we have here is a Nike Royal Tina. Now the Royal Tina is a flip of the Nike Air Royal, which debuted a couple years back. And what they've done to the silhouette is take it into the boot realm. So no longer is it that casual, vulcanized looking street style. It's a more aggressive looking boot style with the same overall look and feel of the Air Royal. So it looks like the Air Royal on the upper, premium leather upper, perforated swoosh, boot rope laces, and it has a more ruggedized midsole outsole for the fall winter months, especially when the weather starts getting a little crazier. And the black gorge green colorway. So all black, light gorge green contrast stitching, and contrast up here, gorge green done in the lining and the tongue. So the Nike Royal Tina. And of course, Nike's done their huge Hyperfuse collection where they bring Hyperfuse into their classic heritage retro styles, and they're doing the same thing with the Nike Air Force One. They released over the summer a couple of summer specific colorways like the Solar Red and the Blue Glow and the Volt. And obviously those for summer because they were bright. Making that transition into the fall winter, they're going low-key downtone colorways. So this is the Midnight Fog colorway. Midnight Fog upper and midsole, and it has gorge green laces. They give it a little bit more of contrast. So it's a Nike Air Force One, tried and true classic, but it's been infused with Hyperfuse, so it makes it a little lighter, a little bit more futuristic, I guess. They're pushing the envelope of the technology. So it has Hyperfuse right here in the toe box and in the mid panel, making it a little lighter. Shows off, where Nike's going and where they've been at the same time. And do remember, next year is the 30th anniversary of the Air Force One. I don't want to really give anything away, but I'm sure you remember the 25th anniversary, so expect big things next year as well. But this year, September, Midnight Fog, Nike Air Force 1 Hyperfuse High dropping. Now let's take a look at what's dropping from Jordan Brand during the month of September. Now, September is a big month for Jordan Brand. Almost every month for Jordan Brand is a big month. But September is especially big, of course, because they want to set you off going back to school, going back to wherever you're going back into the fall, the winter. They want to set you off right. So they're dropping retro styles, fusion boot styles, new performance sneakers, the whole thing. Jordan has you covered. So let me get everything up here since it's a lot. And there we go. So let's start off right here in the middle. This is the Jordan 6 Rings winterized boot. So what it is the Jordan 6 Rings winterized. So it's the overall look and feel of the 6 rings. You guys remember the 6 rings, every sneaker that Mike won a championship in, winterized. So it has that khaki nubuck upper, boot laces, boot eyelets, boot outsole, midsole, winterized version of the 6 rings. And you know, they've done these in the past and they've been a lot more boot looking in terms of the colorways, but this is more of a, you know, a casual look to it, something you rock with jeans. They're also releasing a new flavor of the Air Jordan 2011 Q-Flight. And the Q-Flight is obviously their new Air Jordan 2011 performance style. And it features a white upper with navy blue and red accents. So it's, you know, kind of like that USA or Independence Day Air Jordan Retro 5 that dropped back in July. Same type flavor, white, navy, and red. They're also dropping a new flavor of their Jordan Comfort Viz Air 13, which is, you guys know about this. We went over this a couple months back. The Air Jordan 13 overall look and feel combined with that Max Air unit. So this is done in white elephant print, red and black. Classic Jordan colorway. White leather in the upper. Elephant print patent leather in the mud guard around the toe. White midsole. Gray outsole. Black lining, red hits. Classic colorway for Jordan Brand. Tried and true. And Jordan Comfort Viz Air 13 dropping in September. They're also releasing a new colorway of their Jordan Fly 23. They're releasing a whole bunch of styles actually in September, to, you know, so you can gear up for the next season in a contrast pack where it's black and then another color that pops. So this right here is the black neon blue colorway. So black suede, black patent leather, black leather with that blue contrast stitching right here and the blue translucent outsole. So Jordan Fly 23, like we went over last month, features Max Air in the heel, Zoom Air in the forefoot. It's their new performance basketball sneaker that's much like the Fly Wade or even their top of the line signature sneakers and has that same technical setup. That's the Jordan Fly 23. They're also dropping a new flip of their classic Air Jordan 1. This is the Air Jordan Retro V1. Now the Air Jordan Retro V1 combines the overall look and feel of the Air Jordan 1 Low with the V Series midsole outsole. So, you know, over the years, the Air Jordan 1 has been a lot less on the court, of course, and a lot more on the street. So they're making it even more street and more casual with this V1 outsole, which was designed for their casual line of sneakers. So it's even lower, even less basketball, more street. So this is the navy colorway, navy nubuck, navy leather with white hits in the laces and on the tongue, and that white V1 outsole. So the Air Jordan Retro V1. Jordan Brand is also releasing the carbon fiber 6 rings. So the carbon fiber 6 rings features a carbon fiber textured leather upper. So it has that carbon fiber print throughout the upper with black ballistic mesh, white midsole, gray outsole. So the carbon fiber Jordan 6 rings dropping in September. And last but not least, the Air Jordan Retro 3 is back in the Stealth colorway. So the Stealth Air Jordan Retro 3 features a tonal gray upper, combination of Stealth and gray, done in nubuck, very smooth, very nice textured nubuck with hits of black in the midsole, black over here in the tongue and the ankle lining and the heel tab, white on the outsole with hits of red as well. So that's the Stealth Air Jordan Retro 3 dropping in September. So that's it for this September back to school episode of the KATC Stockroom. Of course, shouts to Converse, Puma, Adidas, Nike, Jordan Brand. Shouts to you for watching. I'm Maze from KixandtheCity.com. Till next month, y'all. Peace.